Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. So now that Battlefield 2042 Early Access has wrapped up, it is now available for everyone. That's right, if you didn't pre-order the game, don't worry about it. You now have access to it. If you don't have EA Play, you can also jump in as well, starting today, Friday, October the 8th. In this video, I'm just going to go over some known issues that DICE has made us aware of so that if it happens to you, you'll know what to do. There's a few things for console, both Xbox and PS5, and there's also a few things for PC players to be aware of. Hopefully this will help you enjoy the beta a little bit more. Also in the description down below, I'll have links so that you can report any bugs, give feedback, and just if you want to look at frequently asked questions, you can do that too. I'm also going to go over what we've experienced and that was not in this information that DICE provided. Things that we discovered while we were playing. And again, maybe that'll help you out. Also, if you're one of those players who likes to slide with your right analog stick on console, I'll show you how to switch that as well. Currently, it is the circle for PlayStation or B on Xbox. But I'm going to show you how to do that. I've got timestamps, so there should be chapters in the timeline down below. So just jump to whatever works for you, okay? All right, here we go. So right now, the known issues. Our open beta was branched off from our full release client a few months ago and polished and improved to provide a great snapshot of the full experience that you'll have when the game launches in November. Below, we've helped to detail out some of the issues that we've spotted in the beta so that you're able to see what we're already on top of. You can help to report new issues here. I'll also put a link in the description down below for that as well. Top issues. Cannot connect to EA servers. I think most of this was taken care of the other day, but we've deployed a targeted fix today to ensure that there's less bottlenecking when attempting to reach the main menu. You should find that you're facing an error message much less and not needing to hit retry as often. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to hit the retry button as much. As far as bottlenecking is concerned, I mean, I don't think we were having much of an issue yesterday when the early access started, but I guarantee you when the open beta gets here, you're probably going to have some issues. So just keep hitting that retry as many times as you can and you should be able to get in. A rare controller issue is not allowing players to bypass the main menu. I think we've had some people talking about this. In rare instances, some players are unable to press A, X, Y triangle to get past the welcome screen. There's an issue here that will need to be resolved post-beta, but for now, we encourage you to use a different controller. To connect the controller directly to your console with a USB cable and to disconnect any headset additional USB or Bluetooth devices, as we found that this helps remove the problem. What? I'm glad I didn't have any of those issues, but yeah, there you go. If you have that problem, unplug everything and try it and then plug it all back in, I guess. I don't know. Tracked issues, minor visual performance and graphical issues. You don't say. You don't say. Our open beta is representative of progress made earlier in our development cycle. Many of the issues you encounter throughout the beta have already received a great deal of new attention and will continue to do so as we complete the final work on 2042. Enjoy the experience you can have with our gameplay and take confidence that there is more to show you on 2042. Cross-party plays is also on this list, but I've already covered that in a previous video. So if you want to check that out, link in the description down below as well. Or you can just pause the video right here and you can read this right now. There you go. Adapted triggers on PlayStation 5. You will not experience the full range of support functionality for PS5 controllers during the open beta. That is otherwise presently being developed and tested for possible inclusion later down the road. We don't have it yet, but, we're thinking about it. Commorose. Battlefield veterans will be familiar with this staple of the gameplay experience. In the open beta, you'll be able to play our ping feature and use the right shoulder button Q on PC to ping locations and enemy targets, with supporting VO that helps to reference to your squad what's being highlighted. If all goes well, we'll show you the completed Commorose that otherwise didn't make this build. We look forward to seeing that soon. HDR mode on PC. We've disabled this feature on PC for the open beta. We observed that it was causing issues that we were not happy with. HDR mode on PC has been disabled. Some players on console find it works okay. Others, it's all right. They're tracking it. They're going to try to make sure they have it out and available for PC on full release. VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol. Disabled. We're working towards having this available on full release. Players who are squatting up and cross platforms, we otherwise encourage you all to make use of the ping system. Okay, so the voice option isn't available. You're not going to be able to voice chat with people in your squad during the beta. That's not possible, but they do recommend that you use full use of the ping system. So yeah, there you go. This was the one that I thought maybe would affect people, and I thought it maybe affected me for a little bit, but sustained EMP effect. They're saying that there's an effect that what happens is if you get an EMP blast, but it will persist after death. And if that happens, you're probably going to need to close the game and restart it. So, yeah, they say there are very specific and rare circumstances in which players can find that the visual effect associated with the EMP blast will persist after death and can last throughout the remainder of the round. We're confident that we've addressed the underlying issues that caused this to take place in our full release testing, but during the open beta, if you run into this rare issue, please just leave the server and rejoin so that you can get back to experiencing our gameplay. Xbox gameplay recording. An issue we spotted late with the open beta is the inability to use the DVR functionality to record and share gameplay clips. This is unintentional, and for those who have access to extra hardware that enables you to record and share gameplay, please do. Our beta is fully open to be posted and shown online, even though early access. We have since resolved the issue, and we're not anticipating that you'll experience the same problem after the open beta. Unable to reset to default key bindings on PC. If you're attempting to reset your key bindings on PC to the default values and finding that it's not working, please close the game and delete your settings folder. We already have this issue fixed in our current build and isn't expected to occur in the full game. Now, as far as everything else is concerned, I've enjoyed the game a whole lot. I think it's a lot of fun. Yes, there are maybe some problems with it here and there, bug-wise and things like that, but you gotta remember, this is an older build, right? But there are a couple of things that we'll probably need to be aware of. So let's talk about some of the things that we discovered while we were playing. Number one, when you're trying to mark an objective, it seems like it doesn't work that well when you're off at a distance. Maybe they've adjusted that since I've played last, but I tried it this morning, and so far you cannot mark an objective unless you are within like 200 meters of it. So I don't know what that's about, but there you go. Now, if you want to adjust your slide button from your circle, or if you're on Xbox B, to your analog stick, like your right analog stick, you can do that by simply just changing one little switch. In your options menu, go to controller, controller schemes, and on foot, the second option, on foot buttons, switch to alternative. And that will allow you to now crouch and slide using your right analog stick. That should work for both Xbox and PlayStation. Another little tip here is that the Plus system allows you to make some changes on the fly. When changing things in the Plus system, if you want to move that cursor up and down, if you're on console, you'll need to use your buttons. So you just move up and it rotates through that top section. So for the Plus system on the up, you just use the Y. For PlayStation, you would use triangle. You want to choose something on that lower part of the Plus system, you would use X. If you want to choose something on the right bar, you would choose circle, or B on Xbox. Left, same thing, square, or X on Xbox. Also, you have 3 different ammo types, but whenever you run out of your ammo that you currently have, that's it, you're out of that ammo. However, if you switch to your Plus system and select another ammo, that way you'll have more. Just remember that you may need to change your gun and everything in that case. Hopefully this will change down the road. I'm not really sure I like this, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Another thing you might want to be aware of is that the specialists can pretty much carry whatever they want. But if you're one of those guys who likes to make sure that you have ammo for your teammates, then make sure that you select that kit. Doesn't matter what specialist you choose from, but you're going to have to not have one thing to pick up the ammo crate. So let's say you're playing McKay, like he's an assault player. However, instead of you having a rocket or something like that, you can go and forfeit that and then use an ammo kit. I like to personally just use Boris because I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. Boris has the sentry that he can throw down, but I also like ammo, so that might be an option for you. I will say this, I didn't see a lot of ammo and I didn't see a lot of health packs on the second day. They just wasn't around anymore. Now, I played on PC and I played on PlayStation. I have a 1070 RTX graphics card on PC. I played on low and I also played on medium. I never had an issue. The frame rate never dropped. It was very smooth and it looked really good. Of course, I'm not going to play an Ultra because I would probably get 25 frames a second, if even that. Now, on PlayStation 5, there was something going on later on the first day where I saw some really bad frame rate drop. However, I jumped on this morning to check it out to see how things were going, and it was smooth. Very, very smooth. So I really wouldn't worry about that. However, if you do start seeing frame rate drops, maybe leave that particular session and try another one and see if that helps. I haven't heard of anyone else having those issues on Xbox Series X or S, so who knows? That's it. That's all I'm going to talk about as far as that is concerned. When it comes to open betas and things like this, we're getting a slice of the pie. Try to hold off any major judgment right now because we don't know what we're going to get until the game comes out. If you're thinking about buying the game, don't let the beta just be the end result of that. Wait for the game to come out, watch some gameplay footage, listen to people that want to talk about the game. Again, I'm not going to be a naysayer. I'm not going to be a hyper. I'm not going to overhype the game. I'm going to tell you how it is. So there you go. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, bye for now.